Good morning, everyone. Today, your subject will be Discipline and Ideas and Applied Social Sciences. Before we start, let's have our prayer. Dear Lord and Father of all, thank you for today. Thank you for ways in which you provide us all. For your protection and love, we thank you. Help us to focus our hearts and minds now on what we are about to learn. Inspire us by your Holy Spirit as we listen and write. Guide us by your eternal light as we discover more about the world around us. We ask all this in the name of Jesus. Amen. All right. So for our attendance, we're going to check it and I need the help of our secretary. So Miss Secretary, how many are we in the class today? Oh, very good. We are complete today. What a good start. Keep it up, guys. Okay, class. Please read the quotation on the screen. So this quotation goes on, life doesn't make any sense without interdependence. We need each other, and the sooner we learn that, better for us all. So what seems to be the message of this quotation? Any volunteer? Yes, Catherine? Mm-hmm. Correct. So some people just want to have someone whom they can open up their problem or challenges in life to ease their feelings. So it goes on the quotation like no man is an island. We need someone we can land on. We need someone where we can open our problem. And we need someone that we feel that they are going to help us in the middle of our sadness or in the middle of our grief. So let's check and let's see what's going on our topic for today. Alright, class. So based on the quotations that we have a while ago, now our topic will be goals and scope of counseling. So class, our objectives for today is in this lesson, you will be able to first know what is counseling and the people behind it. Second is to gain full recognition to the scope of counseling and its impact to the individual. And number three would be the value of goals of counseling and purpose to the community. Alright, so now we are going to have our first activity. So we're going to analyze first the situation and then I need one volunteer that going to share the answer or her or his reflection about it. So in this time of pandemic, as a learner, do you encounter any challenges or conflict? So to whom you've shared with and why? And what is the resolution provided? So any volunteer or am I going to call a name? All right, let's yes, L'Oreal. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. You may experience burnout in answering your modules, but that's correct. It is for you at the end of the day. And yes, that's very good that you're sharing it with your friends and your parents because by sharing this, it will lessen the burden in your mind. Yes, that's correct. All right. So, do we still have any volunteer? Oh, okay. So, yep, we're just going to move on to our class or to our topic. Okay, so this will be your activity number 2, and it is entitled Mixy Mixy. So, the direction for this is we're going to analyze the photo. So, you will be given a code, and using that code, what kind of counseling did they do? But before you are going to answer, you will state your name and then the behavior that best describes you. So, example would be cast, and then competitive, and then you're going to state the answer, okay? Very good. Okay, class, so this is the code. 1 is for letter A, 2 is for letter B, 3 is for letter C, until we've reached 26, which corresponds to letter Z. Okay, so our first photos. So the code would be 9, 14, 4, 9, 22, 9, 4, 21, 1, and 12. So what would be the kind of counseling they are portrayed? And using the code, what seems to be the answer? Yes, Francine? Francine, talented. Okay, so what's your answer? Great, that's individual. Okay, how about this second photos? Yeah, go on. Anyone? Yes, go ahead. Wow, Andre, courageous. So what seems to be your answer? Correct, it's individual again. Okay, so this is our third photo, and the code is number 6, 1, 13, 9, 12, and 25. Alright, so once to answer this, just open your microphone. Okay, yes, Randall? Randall, Anes. Fantastic. Go on, what's your answer? Nice, it's family. Alright, so this is the next photos. So this picture shows two individuals, also wedding rings, and then the word Mr. and Mrs. So do you think what's the picture all about? Go on, open your mic. Yes? Joshua. Kind. Okay, so what's your answer? Perfect. It's marital. Okay, so this is our last photos. And what would be the answer on this? So the given code is 3, 15, 13, 13, 21, 14, 9, 20, and 25. So I need one volunteer. Okay, yes, go ahead. Mm-hmm. Maricel, organize. So what would be your answer? Uh-huh, that's correct. It's community. Okay, so I'm going to give you a task, and this task is related to our next activities. So using the link provided, read the meaning of counseling and also the goals and the scope of it. If it is not possible because you have a slow internet connection or your internet connection fluctuated, you can use your dictionary at home or the reading references attached to your activity sheets, or if you are accompanied by your parents or your guardians or any adults, you can ask it to them. And then, what you're going to do is you're going to write the words in bullet form um, that strikes you. So, meaning, if you've heard or write or read the word and you didn't get or understand it, you can write it and then look for the meaning of it, because moving forward, you're going to use it on our activity. I'm going to give you 5 minutes for this, and I'm going to play a timer so that you will be aware of the time, okay? Alright, you may start reading now. Okay, the timer starts now. Eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, 1, 0. Time's up, guys. Alright, so this will be your activity number 3. So using the words that you write a while ago. So this will give you an idea on what you're going to write, okay? So on your activity number 3, on a clean sheet of paper, write an essay about the questions and you will be guided by a rubric. So the first question is, what is counseling? And the second one is, how does counseling helps individuals, groups, and communities? So I'm going to present or provide you the rubrics. All right, so this is the rubric and they've got it on Google. So it is criteria, the description, points, and points obtained. So for our content, the essay contained the required information as specified in the instruction. So it would be 10 points. For the organization, the work was well organized and the message of the essay is understood. So it is 5 points. And for the presentation of the essay was clear. It is also 5 points. So all in all, you will get 20 points on this. So using the words that you write a while ago, you can get some ideas on it and you can add it on the essay that you're going to write. Alright, so moving on. We're going to define first what is counselor because our topic is the goals and scope of counseling. But under that counseling, there is a person behind it, and this is the counselor. So, counselor is a person who is specifically trained to provide advice or a person you can turn to for advice. An example of counselor is a professional who you go to in order to talk about your problems and learn solutions for coping with stress or sadness. So, this is not the typical counselor that you will see in barangay halls or the what do we call the candidato right now that you will hear their plataforma and saying, sa darating na halalan, ating pagsamasamahan. So, it's not the counselor that we're pertaining to right now. The counselor that we're pertaining on our topic is the person whom we can share our problems, and then they are going to provide us the resolution on how are we going to cope up with this. Because these persons are trained or will trained enough for us to give the resolution that was needed related to our problems. So, for example, you have a problems with your family, with your friends, your colleagues, financial problems, problems in the community, you have a marital problem, then you can land or you can ask assistance for the counselors. These counselors have a professional degree, or these persons can provide you the peace of mind or peace on your heart, because they are going to have their ears for you all the time, just to give a proper resolution on the problem that you have, and how are you going to cope up with this. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to define the meaning of counseling, and we're going to deepen or check if the things that were provided to our friends or colleagues is already kind of counseling. So first, it is a conversation with someone regarding some problem. For example, your friend is already telling you a problem, and you're listening to them, you're giving some solution on it, or you're showing empathy or sympathy to them. um, it really shows that you're providing counseling to your friends. For example, your friend is telling you about her family problems, or her love life. That would be fine. You can give advices to them, and that would be an example of counseling. Next, it draws out the facts from the pupils through counseling process. So, for example, as a student, you have problem with your um, subject, and then you want to coordinate with your subject teacher, and you don't know how are you going to conduct or contact them. You can ask advice to your teachers or to your advisor. You can ask, ma'am, sir, I want to coordinate with one of my subject teacher. However, I don't know what would be my approach. Would it be possible for you to help me? And then once the teacher will give you a resolution or assistance about it, that would be a kind of counseling, because he is or she is helping you on the problem that you are encountering right now. So for example, okay, what would be the specific subject? For example, ma'am, I have a problem with my religion class. Uh, would you mind to help me contacting Ma'am Maripas? Because there might be a possibility that she is not seeing my message because we are not friends in Facebook. So there might be a possibility that it is in the message request. Would you mind to tell it to her? And then, for example, I'm going to give you a resolution or help. For example, okay, that would not be a problem. I can ask her, I can chat her. Make sure that um, you are asking a correct information, or you are telling that, for example, ma'am, I don't have any copy of your subject. Is it possible for you to send it to me? So in a right manners and in a right way. So it is a kind of counseling, because I'm trying to help you with the problem that you have right now, and it is related to your subject. Next is helps the pupil in making selections and following those selections. The best example for this is you're being confused. So what seems to be your strand that you're going to take in senior high. So, for example, you ask help with your teacher before in grade 10. Ma'am, I don't know what would be the specific strand that I'm going to get. But in college, I want to be a teacher or a psychologist or a police. Is it possible for me to take the UM strand or the TVL strand? So your teacher will gonna tell you, okay, this is the courses that you can take in college, while when you get this strand, for example, in UM. So yes, it is suited in UMs that you can be a teacher, a nurse, a police, a psychologist if you take UMs. But for example, ma'am, I want to be an engineer in college, but I want to take TVL strand in senior high. Is it possible? So um, some of your teacher might tell you, oh, it's not possible because some of the colleges will not entertain you if you are if you're going to get courses which is not related to you related to your strand. um, because in college, if you're going to have the engineering courses, your um, grades in mathematics and sciences should be in a high grade or a high score. So if you take TVL courses or TVL strand, there might be a possibility that they will not entertain you because some of the subjects that should be taken in the senior high is not offered to TVL. So that is also a kind of counseling because they are providing you a choices, a resolution on your queries. Next is assistance to the persons in their behavior related problems in which their emotions and motivations are main. So this is where the professional counselor may take in. Why? Because we've already talking about behavior, emotions, and motivations. So we as an ordinary person is not authorized to deal with a person which have a behavior problems or emotions because this might gonna trigger the things that they are suffering right now. Best example for this, your friend is telling you, friend, alam mo ba na dati nag-try akong mag-suicide, masakit pala. For example, alam mo ba nagbigti ako dati, tapos na-realize ko habang humihigpit siya sa leeg, masakit pala siya. So as an as a normal person or as a casual person, what you're going to do first is you're going to laugh and you will say, ano ka ga, di kay sadya namang masakit yun, bakit mo ga sinubukan pa? So, as an individual which had a problem like that, they need to seek an assistance with the professional counselor because they are going to provide a resolution on it. If they are going to deal with the professional counselor, the professional counselor may lead to, why did you do that? Bakit mo ginawa yun? Alam mo ba na ganito yung magiging consequences kapag ginawa mo yan? Meron bang ibang solusyon para ma-cover up natin yung problema mo at hindi yung sa ganang paraan? So, look the difference between the resolution that the normal person will be given to the kind of client like that with emotional problem compared to the professional counselors. So, if we're pertaining already to this kind of topic like behavior and emotions, it needs to be um, catered by the professional counselors. Next, it involves interactions in which the counselor accepts the responsibility of positive contribution in the development of other people's personality. So also, in this scenario, we need to have the professional counselor because it is already pertaining to the positive contribution in the development of other people's personality. Because, for example, some of the people have a shy personality, but we already know that he or she is talented. So, by that, we can encourage them, or we have to lighten up their mind that hey, you have the talent, you need to share it. You need to go out of the shell or your comfort zone so that your personality will gonna be boost and your shyness will gonna be wiped out. And by means of that, as a normal person or ordinary person, we are not or we cannot easily provide it to them. However, if the professional counselor we're going to provide it, it is easy for them to what do you call this? It is easily for them to convince the person. For example, friend, alam mo ba nahihiya ako kapag kumakanta ako, but you know that he or she is already had a talent. What you're going to tell it first? Sus, kaya bang nari, ayaw mo lang ipakita. Pero, alam mo sa sarili niya na magaling siya. Alam niya na magaling siya, pero nahihiya siya. Ikaw, as a person or normal person, yun agad ang sasabi mo, sus, kapahumble naman na rin. But, if it is by the professional counselor or the professional person which is related to this kind of job, they are going to tell, um, what is the reason why you're shy? Anong dahilan? Bakit ka nahihiya? Meron bang past na nangyari na naging dahilan, for example? And then, doon lalabas kung mayroong naging dahilan ba before. For example, ay kaya pala siya nahihiya ay noong sumali siya sa isang singing contest, bigla siyang nadulas. So, doon sa part na yon, makikita natin na, ay, kaya pala siya nahihiya. So, that is the good essence why in this kind of scenario, we need to have the professional counselor. Alright, so now, what we're going to tackle is the goals of counseling. If we're going to discuss the goals, it means that this is a long-term effect of counseling in an individual. So first is the developmental goals. This is wherein the client is assisted in meeting or advancing in his or her anticipated human growth and development. So for example of this is the mother of a child is asking help for the counselor because he or she believes that there is a latency on her kids or on her child. So, for example, the um, child cannot speak, but he or she is already 5 years old. And as per checking by the doctors, they are not, or he or she doesn't have any problem with his ear or his tongue. So there might be a possibility that there is something that needs to be triggered for them to speak. So by the help of the counselor, um, they can have the growth and development for that kids because for example the kids cannot speak, so there might be a possibility that um, the reason why these kids are not speaking is because they didn't understand the language which is the person around him or her are using. For example, um, the person or the child is watching or always watching YouTube in English language, and then the person around him or her is speaking in Tagalog. So there might be a possibility that he or she didn't understand it. And by the help of counseling or professional counselor, they are going to check what would be the specific problem, and then they are going to try. For example, they are going to ask the question in Filipino way, like, hey, how are kamusta ka, and then the child were just going to stare with them. So there might be a possibility what's wrong on it. But for example, the counselor will ask, how are you? And then the kids or the child will gonna respond, I'm okay. So there is a problem in the language because some of the child nowadays can just only understand English language, and then they didn't understand Filipino, and then the person or the people around them is speaking in Filipino. So if they don't know the language that the other or the people around them is using, they are not going to speak. But if they are or they understand what the people behind them is saying, then they are going to respond. So that was going to be the best example for the developmental goals. And there is a development or a growth that needs to be addressed in that kind of counseling. Next is the preventive goals. A goal in which the counselor helps the clients avoid some undesired outcome. So it is like the saying, prevention is better than cure. So there might be a possibility that, for example, there is a suicidal attempt, and then, for example, there is already one attempt, and you ask already the help of a counselor. So that's the time that the counselor will gonna help to avoid that scenario to happen again. Like, bakit mo ba kailangan or bakit mo siya ginawa? Marami namang ibang paraan, marami kang taong pwedeng makausap. So that would be the best example for the preventive goals, because of the help of the counselor, the suicidal attempt will gonna be avoided. So there is an undesired outcome. What would be that this undesired outcome? Pwede siyang mamatay dun sa suicidal attempt niya. But by the help of the counselor, nawala na sa isip niya na yun lang yung laging resolution. Na laging ang solusyon lang kapag may problema is suicide. But by the help of the counselor, they already find ways on how are they going to cope up with this. So for example, they already have a financial problem, and then they tried to suicide to cope up with it. And by the explanation of the counselor, that was not the resolution. You can find a job, or you can find a person whom you can lend you money to cover up that debt of yours. So suicide is not the choice, and with the help of the counselor, the death of that person is already been prevented. Next is the enhancement goals. If the client possesses special skills and abilities, enhancement means they can be identified and further to be improved with the help of the counselor. So in enhancement goals, it is pertaining to the skills and abilities that the person already have. You already have it. You just need to have a person who are going to push you so that you are going to portray or to show these skills and abilities that you have. For example, you know that you can sing, you can dance, but you're shy. So, what would be the reason? There might be a reason, or there might be a possibility that through counseling, you can, or you will share that the reason why I am shy in showing my skills is when I was 3 years old, I'm trying to um, do a presentation in front of my families. Then um, um, I suddenly fall on the ground. So that's the reason why this person is shy in performing the talents that they have. So by that, the talent of that person will gonna be boost again. So the confidence that they have will already be gained again, because they already shared it. The sadness that had been kept in their heart and mind for a long time ago is already been um given out, or it is already been shared to other person, and the burden inside them already listen. So um through that, the talents of the kids, or the talent of one person, or skills and abilities might gonna be enhanced again. And we as individual can gonna help them push through the talents that they already have. For example, you're good in singing, so why don't you try to join on the choir of your school, or the choir in your churches? So by that, we are enhancing again the abilities and the skills that the specific person that needs our assistance in counseling. So by that, by the help of counseling, the talents that they already have will gonna be enhanced again. All right, so next is remedial goals. So it involves helping the client to treat an undesirable development. So yes, you have the development. However, it is not the development that is supposed to be on your age. So this is where again the professionals counselor needs to be in here. So for example, this children is already grade 4. However, the development that is observed to be on him is just for grade 1. So by the help of the counselor, they are going to treat it. They are going to have a specific activities which can help the development of the child be desirable to the age that they already have. So for example, the reading capability of the student supposed to be for grade 4. However, the reading capacity of the children is just for grade 1. So, by the help of the counselor or the teachers itself can help the students to cope up with that a specific scenario. So the teacher can spare 1 hour of reading time for the students so that they can cope up to the problem that these students already arises. Next is the exploratory goal. It is the examining of options, testing of skills, and trying of new and different activities, environments, relationship, and etc. So in here, they are going to explore. They are going to have the experiment. It is just like in science that there are specific activities wherein they are trying to have something, trying to have for example, the solution that can be provided for them um, related to the topic that they have. For example, if they are going to have the hydrogen and oxygen, what would be the solution that can be um, formulated from it? So that was the example of exploratory goals. In counseling, they are going to explore and try something which needs to be suitable for the needs of the client. So, for example, the client don't want to speak. So, they are going to explore on it. They are going to try new things wherein they can trigger the client to speak. So, for example, this is like the example that I provided a while ago. The students or the kids doesn't want to talk. So by the help of the counselor, there might be a possibility that they can talk because they are going to deepen the emotion of the client. They are going to search on it what would be the specific reason why these kids doesn't want to talk. They are going to explore. They are going to have the experiment. They are going to try something or different activities. They are going to check the environment, testing of the skills of the kids, and then moving forward, we can observe that the kids is already speaking. So that would be this example of exploratory goals. Then, the reinforcement goals. It is used when clients need help in recognizing in what they are doing, thinking, and or feeling is okay. So, in reinforcement goals, if the client possesses positive things, or he or she already cope up with the problem that they already have, some of the counselor, we're going to provide um, recognition to them. This is like for example, for us or for the students to be industrious is in studying, or they are going to be inspired in studying, we are providing them specific certificates, which is recognizing their capabilities, or recognizing the good things that they provided in their class. For example, providing certificates because they are honors, or they are top 1, top 2, top 3 in mathematics. So that was an example of reinforcement goal. So by coping up with the problem that they already have, they are providing recognition to them. In some institution or some facilities, if the client already let's say graduated on a specific courses, like or graduated or already cover up or overcome their problems, then the counselor will going to provide, for example, they are going to provide tokens like t-shirts, bags. So that was an example of reinforcement goals. There is a reinforcement or recognition provided to the um, client, just for them to easily cope up with the scenario. But it's not the kind na kaya mo lang siya or kaya ka lang magiging okay na is just because of the reward. No, they are just going to provide you the reward if you already succeeded or you've already interfered your um situations or your problems. So that was the example of reinforcement goals. Next is cognitive goals. It involves acquiring the basic foundations of learnings and cognitive skills. So in cognitive goals, you are going to acquire the basic foundation. What do we say the basic foundation of learning? This is just the reading, writing, and numeracy. So in cognitive goals, this is just let's say the basic um, things that the learners needs to have, needs to acquire for them to easily learn on how they are going to cope up with these specific problems that they have. Let's say that this is in education proper, this is just the basic part in cognitive skills, because they already have it. They just going to deepen what would be the basic foundation of learnings. So, for example, what would be the specific scenario wherein the students can easily cope up with that specific queries in their life, or the specific situation in their lives? For example, um, the student is already broken-hearted. He or she cannot focus on the study. We are going to provide the students the specific foundation, or we are going to advise them that, okay, I know that this is hard for you to cover up with that specific breakup. However, you need to also think for your future. If you're going to be stagnant on that scenario, you cannot finish your um subjects, and this might gonna result for your failure. So what will be gonna be your choice? Are you going to be stagnant on that scenario, or you're going to pursue your dream? So that would gonna be the example of cognitive goals. There is a specific foundations of learnings that needs to be um, explained to the students. Next is physiological goals. So it involves acquiring the basic understandings and habits for good health. So in physiological goals, we are pertaining to the body, to our body. So what the specific habits for good health. So we are also pertaining here, um, for example, the suicidal student. So um, is it good for you that nakikita mo na yung katawan mo is puro sugat because you've tried to have a suicide? So we're going to explain to them that it can harm their bodies. For example, bakit may gas-gas ang kamay mo? Or bakit ang pupulsuhan mo ay may sugat? Ma'am, sorry po kasi po ganito ang nangyari sa akin. Try po ako, nilaslas ko po ng blade and then you're going to explain, nakikita mo ba kung ano yung magiging result niyan na harm ang sarili mo, yung nasaktan ka, ganan. So, we're going to explain to them that they need to have a good habit for their health. They need to take care of themselves, because if they are not going to take care of themselves, who are the persons who are going to take care with them? If they themselves cannot handle the things that has happened to themselves. So let's say they are saying that don't ask something that you cannot provide. So wag mong hingin yung isang bagay na hindi mo kayang ibigay. For example, gusto mo i-care ka ng ibang tao, but you yourself cannot take care of it. So that was the example of physiological goals. The goal of counseling in that scenario is for the students or for the client to be aware on how they are going to take care of themselves. Next is psychological goals. It helps in developing good social interaction skills, learning emotional control, developing a positive self-concept, and so on. So in psychological, we're pertaining to the human behavior. So in this, the goals of counseling is for the client to have a social interaction. So they are going to learn the emotional control. They are going on how they are going to manage their anger. Because by that, if the students know how to manage, or the client know how to manage their anger or their emotion, it can help them to easily interact with other person, because they know how they are going to handle their behavior. Because if you do not know how to handle your behavior, and for example, you've encountered some scenario that will trigger your behavior, so there might be a possibility na magwawala ka dyan. But if you know how are you going to manage it, then you yourself will look professional to other person. Why? Because in managing your behavior, it only means that you yourself have a self-control, and you can provide respect to other person. Because for example, let's relate it to the scenario right now, or nowadays, the campaign. So for example, your president is BBM and your friend is going to vote for Lenny. So there might be a conflict between the two of you, but if you know how are you going to manage your behavior, then life must go on. You still be friends, even that you have a different beliefs on what or whom you are going to vote, because the two of you know how to manage your behavior. You will not gonna be angry, because at the end of the day, you are going to think that he or she is my friend. Okay? All right. Are you still with me, guys? All right, very good. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the scope of counseling. So it is very vast. It is concerned with various problems and progress of an individual. For example, the planning relating to financial and health problems, problems related to family, society, and emotional adjustment. So it seems that it counseling covers all. So all of the problems that we've encountered had a solution. We just need a specific person whom can help us in coping up with this. So in counseling, they are not just pertaining to the person who have problem with behavior, problem with this their intellectual um, difficulties, but also it is related or relating to the financial problems. For example, they don't know how they are going to manage it, they or the debt that they have, how are they going to pay it, so they can consult to the financial counselor. There are a lot of kind of counselors wherein we can ask help for the specific problem. If we are going to have problem with our marriage, we can ask for marital counselor. And then for the community, we can ask for the specific community counselor, which is assigned by the government. Also in school, we have our guidance counselor. Some of the connotations for the guidance counselor is kapag pinatawag ka ng guidance counselor, you have or may kasalanan ka. But no, some of the counselor will gonna ask what is your what are the tips that you can provide to other students on how they are going to cope up with their problem. Hindi siya kapag pinatawag ka ni guidance counselor, for example, ASEL, pinatawag ka ng guidance counselor, and then you're going to be afraid, ala, wala naman akong ginagawang kasalanan, bakit ako pinapatawag? So, it's not the reason. Hindi lang po kaya ka pinapatawag ni guidance counselor inside the school is just may ginawa kang kasalanan. There might be a possibility also that they are going to ask tips from the students on how they are going to cover up or overcome the problem that they've encountered, especially today. That there are a lot of students who are not happy in having the modular distance learning. So we are going to ask opinion to the other students which who gained highest grade, even that there is a pandemic happen right now. So once you've been called to guidance counselor, don't always have the connotations na may ginawa kang kasalanan. Minsan, mayroon lang silang kailangang hinging tips sa'yo as a student para maibigay nilang tips sa ibang student na they are going to set you as an example to them. Did you get my point? Okay, so also for the emotional adjustment. So for example of this is like the volcanic eruption happened last 2019. So or 2020 rather. So that volcanic eruption might cause the students to be students from the affected area will not be focused on the topics that they have because they are nervous or still nervous or have the trauma happen to them. So for example, we have four students from that um, area. So two of them were not focused and two of them are or cannot focus can focus on their study. So we are going to ask some tips to those two who are who still who are already cope up with that scenario, and then we are going to address or give it as a suggestion to the other two who are not yet overcome their traumatic scenario. So that's the reason why some of the guidance counselor is also calling your attention, because they are asking help from you as a student, wherein they are going to help it to the other student that that scenario is already been coped up by you. Okay? Alright, so we're done discussing the scope and goals of counseling, also the meaning of counseling. Now, I'm going to give you the activity number 4, and there is a scenario on it. So, if you have a friend who is thinking of dropping or cutting classes from your class, how will you help him or her using the different concepts of counseling? So in this, you are going, or we've considered the individual differences of the students, which is been tackled on the personality development. So now you can create music, or you can create a song, and using the techniques that you have learned on your music class. Also, you can create a poem, and you can apply the techniques that you have learned in oral communication. Also, on your art class, you can have a drawing or any art things which is related to your answer on this specific scenario. I'm going to provide you the rubric, which I get it from Google. Okay? So here is the rubric for song, the content, organization, and presentation. For the content, the song contained the requirement information is specified in the instruction. It is 10 points. For the organization, the work was well organized and the message of the song is well understood. It is 5 points. For the presentation of the song is clear, so it is also 5 points. All in all is 20 points. If you've created a poem, so the content of the poem is required information as is specified in the instruction, it will gonna be 10 points also. For the organization, the message of the poem is organized, so it will be 5 points, and the presentation was clear, 5 points. All in all, 20 points also. And then if you're going to choose um, drawing or poster or any related arts on answering this, so you will be also given 10 points when your poster or your arts required information as specified in the instruction. For the organization, if the message of the poster is well understood, you will get 5 points. And for the presentation, if the presentation was clear, you will get 5 points also, 20 points all in all. Okay, so for your activity number 5, so this is a group presentation. You will also be guided by the rubric, and this will gonna serve as your um, take home activity. What do we say, or what do we mean when we say take home activities? This will be after our class, you can ask your group mates on how you are going to have this specific presentation, so that next meeting we can have it by group. Okay, so you can contact each other through your group chat or through text or call. So it depends on you guys. So on your activity number 5, prepare a group presentation of a situation in which practitioners of counseling work together to assist the individuals, groups, or communities involved in difficult situations. Example, beliefs in choosing the presidentiables they want to vote. Because nowadays, there is a conflict on the voters on whom they are going to choose their president. So it is a big issue now in social media that some of our friends or family members have quarrels because of that presidential ball. So I want you to have a group presentation in which counselors or the practitioners will help the individuals, groups, or your communities on how they are going to handle the stress, or how they are going to handle that specific scenario wherein quarrel or fighting is already arising on that specific um, circle of friends, colleagues, or family members. Okay? So, I expect it on our next meeting. So, after our class, after our online class, we can have, or I can spare you 1 hour of our class, which gonna be an offline class or offline discussion wherein you can ask, discuss, or um, contact your colleagues or your group mates so that you can have the group presentation. Again, always observe the health protocols in preparing your group presentation, okay? All right, so this is the um, rubric that can guide you on how you are going to perform, or on how are you going to prepare your group presentation. So you can be graded 4 for excellent, 3 proficient, 2 adequate, and 1 is limited. First is participation in preparation and presentation. So if you are always willing and focused during group work and presentation, so you will get 4. If you usually willing, focused during the group work and presentation, you will get 3. If you are just sometimes willing, you are going to get 2. And if you are rarely willing, you are just going to be graded 1. So for achievement of purpose, purpose is clearly established and effectively sustained, you will get 4. If the purpose is clearly established and generally sustained, you will get 3. Purpose is established but may not be sustained, you will get 2. Purpose is vaguely established and may not be sustained, you will get 1. So, for the use of nonverbal cues such as your voice, gestures, eye contact, props and costumes, then if it is impressive and used in a exemplary way, you will get 4. If it is good variety of nonverbal cues are used in the competent way, you will get 3. If it is used in acceptable way, you will get 2. And if used in developing way, you will get 1. Imagination and creativity. So, if the choices demonstrate insight and powerful enhanced role play, you will get 4. If this is demonstrate thoughtfulness and completely enhanced role play, you will get 3. If demonstrate awareness and developing acceptably enhanced role play, you will get 2. And if this is for little awareness and do little to enhance role play, you will get 1. Okay, so this is a group presentation. So I am hoping that all of you will participate on your groups, okay? All right. So now I've already provided you your take-home activity. We will have our activity number 6. So this will check if you've already get, or if you already have the correct idea or correct learning about our topic, which is the goals and scope of counseling. So, I want you to get at least 1/4 sheet of paper or any available paper beside you so that you can answer this one. So, first question, Marichu is helping her client to treat undesirable development. So, you were going to choose the letter of the correct answer. A, it is for remedial goal. B, it is for cognitive goal. C, it is for self-awareness goal. And D, this is for enthusiastic goal. So, again, Marichu is helping her client to treat undesirable development. A, is it for remedial goal? B, cognitive goal? C, self-awareness goal? Or D, enthusiastic goal? Alright, write your answer. Next, number 2. Vanessa acquires basic understanding and habits for good health from Miss Benny, her counselor. Vanessa acquires basic understandings and habits for good health from Miss Benny, her counselor. Is it A, physiological goal, B, remedial goal, C, assistive goal, or D, enthusiastic goal? A, physiological goal, B, remedial goal, C, assistive goal, or D, enthusiastic goal? Write your answer on your paper. Next, number 3. Felicity assists her client in advancing her anticipated human growth and development. Felicity assist her client in advancing her anticipated human growth and development? Is it A, developmental goal, B, strategic goal, C, contractual goal, or D, enthusiastic goal? A, developmental goal, B, strategic goal, C, contractual goal, or D, enthusiastic goal? Write your answer. Okay, let's proceed to number 4. Robert possesses special skills and abilities as per advice of his counselor. Robert possesses special skills and abilities as per advice of his counselor. Is it A, enhancement goal, B, enthusiastic goal, C, contractual goal, or D, spiritual goal? A, enhancement goal, B, enthusiastic goal, C, contractual goal, and D, spiritual goal. Alright, let's proceed to number 5. This is the last number. Matet acquires basic foundations of learnings in life with the help of Miss Stephanie. Matet acquires basic foundations of learning in life with the help of Miss Stephanie. A, physiological goal, or rather psychological goal. B, artistic goal. C, contractual goal, or D, spiritual goal. A, psychological goal. B, artistic goal. C, contractual goal, or D, spiritual goal. Alright, so now write it on your paper and then we are going to check it. Be honest, okay? Alright, so now you're going to check your own paper. I need you to be honest in checking it so that we can determine if you've already understand our topic. So number 1 is letter A. Number 2 is letter A. Number 3 is letter A. Number 4 is letter A. And number 5 is letter A. Alright. So for this, may I know who got the perfect score or get 5? Oh, wow, very good. You've already get 5 for this and all of you got it correctly. So, I'm very sure that you've already understand our topic. This is good to see, guys, that even in amid of pandemic, you can easily understand our topic and I hope you can apply it in a real life situation, okay? All right. So this will be submitted on the retrieval and I am going to check it also. Make sure that you've attached it on the activity sheets that is already been provided to you so that I can easily record it. Please put your name and section on it. So this is the activity number 7. In biology, there are different stages of human life that may affect our behavior and attitudes. This is where the challenges on those stages arise from infancy to middle age. Now name different life situations or life events when a person might need to seek the help of professional counselor. You can write down as many as you can. And also, I want you to write the resolution provided on it. So for example, you've already asked help with the professional counselor. For example, you ask help with your guidance counselor about the track. And then please write the resolution that had been provided to you. Okay? So I'm going to expect it on the next retrieval day. Alright? So now, this is your activity number 8. This is the last activity. So you will write on your personal journal or on your journal what is your personal insights about the lesson. And I'm going also to check this so that I can have the idea if you've already understand the topic. So you are going to fill up this information so I understand that, I realize that, and I still need to learn more about. So you are going to write it and I am going to read it so that I will have the idea if I need to add other informations about it, or if you've already understand the topic. Alright guys, so let me end our lesson by this saying: we cannot teach people anything, we can only help them discover it with themselves. This is from Galileo Galilei. So I hope guys that you've learned a lot of things today related to our topic, which is goals and scope of counseling. Thank you, and you have a great day everyone. Goodbye.